Welcome to the Shed and Shine podcast. I am Gino Wickman. This is where Rob Dubay and I help driven entrepreneurs shed their shit, free their true selves, unlock true entrepreneurial freedom, and shine. We truly appreciate you taking the time to spend with us, and we hope to make a huge impact on you. Hello and welcome to my next riff. Up until now, Rob and I have been talking a lot about shedding. Now it is time to talk about shining. When I say that, in the opening of each one of these podcasts, if you've listened to that, one of the benefits of this Shed and Shine podcast is unlocking true entrepreneurial freedom. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is helping you to make maximum impact, because you have the soul of a driven entrepreneur. Soul, true self, those two words are interchangeable, but you are a driven entrepreneur and you are unique. And there are many of us on this planet. We all look different. We all have different stories, but we are here for a very specific purpose. And the goal here with this riff is to help you fully maximize your outer world. As I mentioned, up until now, Rob and I have been talking a lot about understanding your inner world, shedding things from your inner world. We're now going to talk about the benefits once all the shedding is done. I'm going to basically take you all the way to the culmination of everything. We're going to basically begin at the end. This is the purpose of all of this work. This is the purpose of the book Shine. And so we're going to bring you all the way to the root. Now, let's start with a little bit of context, because again, the book Shine is designed to help you fully be your true self and maximize your impact as a driven entrepreneur. Within that, we teach you 3 discoveries to free your true self and 10 disciplines to maximize your energy, impact, and inner peace. Well, as we drill down on the 3rd discovery for freeing your true self, it is that it is possible to be driven and have peace. And in that teaching, we share with you a very powerful model called the True Self model in the form of the infinity model. And on the left side is impact, and on the right side is peace. Well, for this riff, it's all entirely focused on the left side of that model, impact. Because again, as driven entrepreneurs, we are here to work, to do, to create, to produce, to manifest. We are going to bask in your greatness for about 15 minutes here. Now, in saying that, and again, the impact side of the model, we are driven. And ironically, Rob Dubay shared with me a great 8-minute video of Jerry Seinfeld doing a recent interview on a movie that he's launching. And the title of the video is 3 Keys to a Successful Life. Now, you don't necessarily need to go out and watch the video, but he shares something that was so powerful because at 70 years old, he is still going strong and he is still driven. And he talked about a friend of his that talks about his inner mule. So Jerry's friend tells Jerry that he has an inner mule, and he actually gives the mule a name. But we all, us driven, we have this inner mule that we just want to keep going, creating, manifesting. And if anyone doesn't need to work anymore, it's Jerry Seinfeld. He's created so much. He's got more money than he'll ever need. But here he is writing and producing a movie at 70 years old. All that said, as I mentioned, we've been talking about shedding up until this particular episode. The reason we talk about shedding, again, is to go to your inner story, past wounds, traumas, learnings, conditioning, shed all of that. And when you shed all of that, you will see a massive improvement in your outer world, in your impact, in your doing, because your ego is now under control, for lack of a better term. And a result of that is that as you now go forward and do, create, manifest, you will see things different. You will see things better. You will literally have a sixth sense. You will make better decisions. You will be clearer. The way I describe it is you're just able to see everything. You will be operating from intuition, an inner knowing, your purpose, a true calling, as opposed to the outside-in approach of the world. It now becomes an inside-out approach. You will operate with no fear. You will attract more and better people. Simply put, you will become attractive. Now, not necessarily appearance-wise, although there's some truth to that, but you will attract more of what you want in your life. Now, all that said, you still get to be you. Like one example with me is I'm a very direct person. As I have shed my stuff, become more peaceful, more compassionate, I'm still the direct guy I always been. So you're going to be more you than you've ever been in your life. And so if it feels like somehow this is going to make you soft or some word that scares you, that's not true at all. It's going to be very subtle, the change. But again, it's just going to have a massive improvement in what you're creating and how you're impacting the world. And the last point I want to make in all of this is the content that I've created in the world to help an entrepreneur succeed in their outer world. This is the opportunity to fully utilize all of that exists. And I just want to give you a few examples. So first, as a driven entrepreneur, make sure you are delegating and elevating, delegating and elevating. When we talk about on the right side of the true self model piece, you're shedding trauma and pain. On the left side of the model, the impact side, you're shedding tangible stuff, work-related stuff. We call that delegating and elevating because what you're doing is you're elevating yourself to do the things you love to do and you are truly great at. Elevating yourself to your superpower, to your unique ability, as Dan Sullivan would call it. Number two, it's getting you purely in your visionary seat in the accountability chart. Now, that's assuming you're the visionary for the organization, and 98% of you are. Some of you might be integrators, but nonetheless, whatever seat you're in the accountability chart, it's an opportunity to fully shine in that seat, freeing yourself up to fully be you. And so as an example for me, what I realize, my sweet spot, my gift, my impact that I'm having is I create content. I then teach that content, coach that content, facilitate that content. I do talks, I do podcasts, I do sessions, I write. That is when I am in my sweet spot and I am absolutely delivering my craft and value to the world. Same thing for you. It's time to get really clear on your gift. Is that strategy? Probably so. Is that creating the vision, protecting the vision, growing the vision? Probably so. But again, you choose, you decide. Is it being the face of the company? Is it talking to clients? Is it solving big problems? Is it creating more products or more services? Is it focusing on the culture? The idea is for you to decide where should you be spending all of your working time so that you can make the most impact while experiencing this incredible inner peace. So in regards to the content I've created to help entrepreneurs get everything they want from their businesses, there's just a couple of examples. The idea is to continue to master your craft. Apply all the teachings that make sense for you from Entrepreneurial Leap, Rocket Fuel, Traction, EOS Life. But in addition to that, it's anything else you've learned and will learn. It's about being the best entrepreneur you can be. But now, do it with a much bigger impact while experiencing incredible bliss, inner peace, and fulfillment. Thank you for listening in today. We truly appreciate you taking the time to spend with us, and please tune in for the next episode. Until then, if you'd like to see where you are on your true self journey, go to shedandshinepodcast.com to take the true self assessment and receive personalized guidance. If you're all ready to begin your inner world journey with Rob and myself, please join us for the next round of the 10 Disciplines Group Coaching Program. We wish you all the best in freeing your true self. Stay focused and much love.